Band was packing up when we walked in. Last call lights up, end of the night. Bartender laughed and said, "You're late again." Yeah, story of my life, my buddy said. "One more round won't kill us." I said, "Man, that's famous last words." Next thing we were singing off-key classics, nobody remembering the words. Cleaning crew kept shaking their heads, watching grown men act 19, standing on chairs, making terrible choices, and somehow feeling free. For one night nobody was worried about deadlines, bills, or plans, just bad dancing and loud laughter in a room full of second chances. Turn it up, stay a while. Life moves fast, let's lose our minds. These are the nights they never warn you about, the ones that sneak up out of nowhere. Cold beer, good friends, and not a single care. If tomorrow can have its problems, tonight belongs to us instead. These are the nights they never warn you about, the ones you replay. Someone found an old jukebox corner and loaded up a song from back in the day. Whole room started shouting every chorus like the years had washed away. One guy split his jeans dancing, another spilled a drink on his boots. Nobody cared, nobody noticed, 'cause everybody had cut loose. Funny how joy shows up uninvited, never checks if the timing's right, doesn't care about your schedule or the fact you got work at 5. It just kicks the door wide open and dares you not to join in. And some of the best memories you'll ever make start exactly like this. No plans, no rules, good times need food. These are the nights they never warn you about, the ones that turn into old stories. Long laugh, fast songs, and accidental glory. Yeah, nobody remembers the small stuff that stressed them out that week. These are the nights they never warn you about, the ones that everybody needs. Stay late, miss sleep, some memories are worth the grief. Sing loud, raise hell, you'll have plenty of time to be responsible. These are the nights they never warn you about, the ones you still laugh about at 65. Wrong notes, bad jokes, still feeling alive. Yeah, success ain't always measured by what you build or what you say. These are the nights they never warn you about, but they're the reason for the days. Neon glow, parking lot, one more lap before we all head off. Walked into the reunion 10 minutes early, thought I'd beat the crowd for once, and saw the girl I spent half of high school trying and failing to impress a bunch. She laughed the second that she saw me, said, "Still showing up too soon?" And just like that, I was 17 again, standing underneath the gymnasium moon. We talked about jobs and mortgages, the places life had dragged us through, the weird way years disappear while you're busy trying to make them useful too. No sparks flying, no movie ending, no flame suddenly reignited bright. Just two people laughing at old versions of themselves that night. Time moves, people change. Funny how some things stay the same. We spend so much time trying to become somebody. We forgot we already were. Fast dreams, big schemes, and every lesson learned. Yeah, everybody looking more confident back then than they probably felt inside. We spent so much time trying to become somebody. Now we're just enjoying the ride. One guy showed up wearing a Letterman jacket, still somehow fitting after all these years. Another swore he'd finally learned guitar, then forgot the chords halfway through Cheers. Whole room laughed until it hurt, nobody letting him live it down. The kind of laughter that gets louder the longer you're around. And that's the thing nobody tells you about getting older as you go. Most people aren't becoming legends, they're just learning what matters most. Good stories beat perfect records, real friends be looking cool, and life's a whole lot more enjoyable once you stop trying to win high school. Less proving, more fun, that's how the best years come. We spend so much time trying to become somebody, comparing notes and keeping score. Long nights, spotlights, always wanting more. Yeah, half the things we worry about then sound ridiculous tonight. We spend so much time trying to become somebody, and everything turned out alright. Bad hair, bad takes, bad choices, good mistakes. Still here, still standing, still laughing. That's something. We spent so much time trying to become somebody. Maybe that's what being young is for. Taking swings, big dreams, and running through every door. Yeah, nobody in that room was perfect. Thank God nobody had to be. We spend so much time trying to become somebody, and grew into who we were meant to be. Last call, old song, same town. Move along. Late again, she said, laughing, as I slid into the booth downtown. Same diner, same corner table, where we've been meeting for years now. I blame traffic, she blamed my planning. Both of us knew she was right. Some arguments get so old, they become part of your life. The waitress rolled her eyes and smiled, didn't even need our order yet. Coffee black, extra cream for her, some habits you don't forget. And sitting there across from someone who's seen every version of you makes pretending kind of pointless, so you just tell the truth. No masks, no games, just years and names. Some people know the whole story, every chapter, every scar, bad days, good breaks, love you where you are. Yeah, the older I get, the more I realize that's a rare thing to find. Some people know the whole story and still stick around for the ride. We spent an hour laughing hard enough to make the folks nearby stare. About old jobs, bad haircuts, dumb mistakes, and things we probably shouldn't share. One story led to another one, till we were 25 again, back before mortgages and calendars started running everything. Funny how friendship changes shape without ever really changing much. Less midnight drives, more phone calls, less chaos, more trust. The years take pieces off the edges, but they leave the strongest parts behind. And somehow what survives the longest gets better with time. Less noise, more depth, real bonds outlast the rest. Some people know the whole story, the victories and the mess, wrong turns, hard learns, and love you nonetheless. Yeah, if wealth is measured by who's there when life gets hard to understand, some people know the whole story, and that's richer than any plan. Oh, raise a glass, stay late, good friends don't fade. Years pass, life changed, still here all the same. Some people know the whole story, and honestly that's all I need. Good hearts, strong roots, growing underneath. Yeah, tomorrow's got enough surprises to keep us guessing where we'll land. Some people know the whole story, and I'm lucky to call one my friend. Neon glow, closing time, one more laugh, one more line. Wasn't looking for a fight that Friday, just groceries and a quiet night. But some guy cut in line and started shouting like the whole world owed him something right. Normally I'd bite my tongue and leave it, let the storm burn itself out. But I'd had one of those weeks already, and patience was running out. So I stepped up and said, enough, man. Not loud, not mean, just clear and plain. And for a second the whole room froze there, waiting to see what would change. Turns out most bullies ain't giants, most noise ain't nearly as strong as it sounds when nobody challenges it and calls it wrong. Stand up, speak clear, some lines in here. Not every battle's worth fighting, but some things deserve your voice. Wrong's wrong all day long, silence is still a choice. Yeah, courage ain't always climbing mountains, sometimes just one sentence said. Not every battle's worth fighting, but this one was instead. Later on, driving through the city, I kept replaying what went down. Not because I felt like a hero, just because I stood my ground. Funny how confidence grows different than I thought it would back then. Not from winning every argument, but from knowing where you stand. The older I get, the less interested I am in proving who's right, and more interested in protecting peace when somebody starts a fight. 'Cause strength ain't throwing punches, and it ain't making the loudest sound. Sometimes strength is looking trouble over and refusing to back down. Hold firm, stay calm, strong roots weather the storms. Not every battle's worth fighting, but some things deserve your voice. Hard truths need proof that somebody made a choice. Yeah, the world changes inch by inch when ordinary people stand. Not every battle's worth fighting, but some demand it, man. No fear, no show, just know when to go. Step up, speak plain, and don't let cowards reign. Not every battle's worth fighting, but I'm glad I picked this one. Long roads teach codes about what can't be undone. Yeah, tomorrow's got enough compromises without selling out today. Not every battle's worth fighting, but some are worth the price you pay. Store lights, night rain, head high, home again. You gave 5 minutes, she laughed and said it, standing there with her arms crossed tight. After I spent 3 straight months talking about starting someday, not tonight. Business plan on the kitchen table, coffee rings and crossed out lines. more excuses than actual movement, and she was finally calling mine. It stung a little, not gonna lie, but she wasn't wrong, and we both knew it. I've always been great at dreaming big, less great at actually doing it. So I grabbed the keys, made the phone call, took the risk, I talked around. Funny how fear gets a lot quieter the second you leave the ground. No more. One day, no more. Wait, jump first, figure it out on the way down. That's how half the good stuff starts. Wrong turns, fast burns, still beat standing in the dark. Yeah, I've spent enough years planning every move before I move. Jump first, figure it out on the way down. Sometimes that's what you've gotta do. 3 months later, nothing was perfect. Matter of fact, most days were chaos still. Lost deals, missed sleep, bruised pride, and a growing stack of bills. But every problem wasn't my problem. Every win belonged to me, and somehow that made the hard days lighter than security used to be. 'Cause there's a different kind of tired when you're building something of your own. Different than sitting safe and wondering what might have happened if you'd gone. I'd rather fail with dirt on my boots than spend 10 years playing defense, looking back at all the chances that died from overthinking them. Move now, learn later. Momentum makes you greater. Jump first, figure it out on the way down. You don't learn to fly on the ground. Cold nights, close calls, still couldn't slow me down. Yeah, certainty's the most expensive thing most dreams can never afford. Jump first, figure it out on the way down. That's what courage is for. Make a call, take a shot, miss big, why not? Go all in, trust your gut. Most doors stay shut if you don't push them open up. Jump first, figure it out on the way down. 'Cause life's too short for perfect plans. Good risks, big swings, built everything I am. Yeah, tomorrow might knock me sideways. Good, at least I'll know I tried. Jump first, figure it out on the way down, and enjoy the ride. Engine starts, green light, about time. Good night.